Hyperpop glitches are sick. I mean, that's undeniable. So I've learned how to do them. I'm obviously not the best at them, but I'm going to show you guys some techniques that I know today. Let's get to it. So here's a song that I just finished up the other day. It has a bunch of glitches in it. So I'm just going to play the hook first.
Way too long that I've been in existence. I jump off of the bridge if you lift it. I can't tell if I'm in this alone. Way too long that I've been in existence. I want peace in the mind of the gifted. Powerless, but hope won't leave me alone.
There's also a pre-save link for this song in the description if you want to pre-save it. It's going to be coming out very soon. It's not going to be the very first link. It should be the second one because the first one is my DistroKid sponsor link. I got you guys again. I literally got you guys again. If you don't already have your music on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, all the big dogs that actually get you some money, make sure you sign up using my link at the top of the description. It'll save you 7% on their already super low prices, which start at $20 a year. You get unlimited uploads. You can get an official artist channel on YouTube. Video in the top right corner for how to do that. I'm like pointing at the wrong corner. I don't know, whichever one. You can collect pre-saves through a hyperfollow link, which is exactly what I'm doing in the description. You can become a Twitch affiliate if you're trying to stream. Whole bunch of good stuff, so definitely make sure you check them out. Again, huge thank you to DistroKid for the sponsor. Anyway, let's get to the glitches. So the first glitch that we have is right here. Now, I really like this one. It sounds super stuttered and cool. You can still understand what word is being said because I literally just say a one-syllable word. It. That's one thing that you're going to want to keep in mind when doing the glitches in your song is that all of the words that you said before doing the glitches are still, you know, understandable. I'm going to move these ones down here just so I keep the originals. And this is pretty simple to do. I'm going to extend this back out. So now you just want to figure out where you're going to start and end the glitches. I want to start them right here, and there's already a cut here, but that's where I want to end them. Then we're going to make cuts in between. We're going to go back to our pencil, and then we're going to shorten these up to half their length. Then we're going to go Control C, Control B, which will place them, you know, really close rather than doing Control V, which will actually paste them way down the timeline. Now, this is going to do the glitch effect that I have already, but it's not going to sound the exact same because I actually changed the sort of vocal section that I sample. So if you end up doing this glitch and you don't like the way it sounds, I recommend you just grab them all, extend them in one direction, and then grab the tail end and then shorten them up to the same length and drag them back like that. The second set of glitches here, which you can use in pretty much every song, it's super nice, is right here. Now, these ones are super simple. You don't really have to do any pitching or anything. It's kind of just like cut and paste. You're gonna wanna select a very prominent syllable from the last word that was said. So of course, the word alone is comprised of two syllables, and lone. Now, is not really a strong syllable, but l is definitely a lot more strong. So I ended up actually cutting it at the L sound right here. So you would just make a cut and then copy paste that all the way through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's pretty simple, and I wanted a little bit of space in between, so I just shortened them up. You don't need to be too technical about how big or small the gaps are in between these vocals. Feel free to just grab them all and mess with the lengths of them, because sometimes it gives a cooler effect when there's less of it being played or more, whatever. The first glitch I actually left completely centered, but the rest of them go left, right, back and forth. I always recommend that you go left to right instead of going right to left. I think that it sounds a little bit more congruent in people's heads. If you ever do any automation or phasing, you really want it to start in the left and go to the right and just like cycle from there. It sounds a little bit smoother that way, and our brains have just been trained to do things left to right. So we're just gonna leave this one as is, but we're gonna click on here and we're gonna make this one unique. We'll click on it and we will grab this knob and pan it to the left 50%. I don't recommend that you go 100% left or 100% right. Usually it sounds a little bit too separated, and it almost loses the effect in a way. We're gonna click this one here. We're gonna also make it unique. Click on it and then turn this knob to 50% right. Now I'm just gonna delete these ones out of here, and we're gonna grab the left ones, paste them in every other time, and then same with the right. So now it's gonna go middle, left, right, left, right, left, right. So we can play it back. So those are very subtle, they fill space, and they sound really good. Next, we have this glitch, which a lot of people know how to do. It's very simple. It's basically just like copying the first syllable of the word that's about to happen and pasting it twice. Let me just play this. So you hear the way too long. All you do is cut the very first syllable, paste it in there like that, and that's literally all you do. That one is literally the easiest, so I don't really need to do too much about that one. These four on this line are very subtle, and they're using the exact same section, but I just shortened them up at different times. This next glitch is one of my favorites to do because it still conveys the word but adds a glitch, so you'll see what I mean. Let me just play this. So you can hear that I say people, but there's also a glitch in there. So the syllable P in people actually goes for these two bars, and then it goes pull here. So I have space to actually take the first syllable, cut it, and then paste it in there, and that's literally all you have to do. This is what it sounds like without the glitch. So it still sounds like it's kind of glitching in a weird way. That might have just been how I recorded it, but it's definitely a lot more prominent when I paste this in there, which I love that one. I think it's super subtle, but just makes a huge difference. These glitches here are the same as the first syllable ones I was talking about before, where you just cut the first syllable, paste them in, and then, you know, shorten them up. But instead of actually having complete silence or whatever going on, you keep the line here, so you overlay it over them. You can make them unique and just like turn down the volume. You can also make them unique and like kind of turn them up an octave. So I made a copy of them here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if I just mute this layer, we make this unique. We can pitch this one up an octave. We can make this one unique as well. And we can pitch this a different amount too. So usually when there's like 3 glitches in a row and I start pitching them, I will do an entire octave up on the first one. The second one, I'll go up 200 cents. And then the third one, I'll go up 700 cents. Now, I don't know why that works. It just sounds the best to me. Those might not be perfectly in key other than the one that's obviously going up a whole octave. I don't know much about music theory, but that's just what works for me. I'll pitch this one up 700 cents as well, just to keep things different. So this is what it sounds like with them pitched. So it still sounds pretty cool, but I prefer it, you know, kind of in the original tone. Then this last glitch is really simple and you could kind of do it with gross beat as well, but I just find it easier to do it manually so that I can like be a little bit more hands-on. So here's what it sounds like. So you can hear it just go, So again, you want to make cuts where your glitches are going to start and where they're going to end. And you just start making cuts in between on every single line. Then you go back to your pencil and you just delete every other one. It's really that simple. And here's what it sounds like. That one can be used on pretty much every song. You're going to hear that on a lot of my tracks because it just comes in handy so well and it spices it up. It keeps it fresh. Now I'm going to show you this quick little bonus technique, which isn't a glitch, but it works really well for the hyperpop sound.
She lied, says she's over him. I feel fucking sick, crawling in my skin.
You've probably done this yourself, or at least heard people do it, where they copy a section and then they lower it a whole octave, and then, you know, it sounds like it's a layered low tone vocal. So you're pretty much going to do that, but there's this little finesse that you can do to it that just switches the sound up a lot. So here's what it sounds like right now.
I think that might be right, 'cause it's sour.
So you can hear that it just kind of sounds like a low tone vocal, but if I play it by itself, this is what it sounds like.
'Cause it's sour.
So you can hear it has this very like robotic, glitchy sound to it. All you have to do for that is make a cut and copy up the section you want to be layered. You're gonna make it unique, double click on it, pitch it down an octave. Then on this mode here, you're gonna change it to either E2 mono or E3 mono. A bunch of these other modes can do like cool sounds, but the mono conversion ones just sound the best. I think E2 mono sounds the cleanest, but you usually get like a higher pitch sort of squeaky sound with E3 mono. You can even do this on the vocals when they're in the normal pitch or pitched up an octave or whatever. It just adds this little extra sort of spice of flavor, you know what I mean? Like Salt Bae on the track. That's pretty much going to be it. If you learned something, leave a like, comment down below any other tutorial or video ideas you have for me. Make sure you come out to my live streams on Twitch. That link is going to also be in the description. I stream every Wednesday to Sunday at 4 p.m. EST. I listen to your music from Wednesday to Saturday. And on Sunday, I do different types of streams like mixing your music, making your cover art, making my own music, stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, huge shout out to DistroKid for sponsoring my channel and always showing love. Make sure you sign up using my VIP link at the top of the description. Anyways, guys, it's been your boy mmxvii, and I'm out. Peace.
I pass time at the